What is up, YouTube? LazeeLlama here, and here we are back with some more Clicker Heroes. Recording this a little bit ahead of schedule here. I'm going to be trying to basically not have to use any rubies this week. We're going to do a full, and I mean complete full ascension without spending any rubies, which is going to take forever, but realistically, I'm just trying to hoard some rubies on this this run, as merc-wise, we have been doing poor. I'm going to open these now, just to take a peek through what we might get as far as here goes. We've got, it's probably nothing good. Power Surge, what was it that was low? Was it this? Yeah, we went super clicks of anything, but it basically has to be something we have here, but even better. I mean, you can see the levels of these, though. Some of these, like that's Berserk right there, like this is just straight up better by so much. Look how much longer that is. So that's kind of what I want to do, is try to replace these if I can. We got Lucky Strikes in here, which is really the only thing. So if one of these is Lucky Strikes, and it's only, the issue is that's the second one, so it's not going to be better than any of those. So we just salvage those, whatever. Nothing that too crazy. I want to show you as well how close we are getting, because again, we only went up a couple zones here. Look how low that's getting. It's getting brutal. And again, the more brutal that gets, meaning the closer we are to getting back to Rose. And again, we need 602, and we are about 20k off. It's coming. It's coming. It's just, it's rough. It's very rough. It's gonna be a pretty slow run. We're going into this knowing this, but realistically, it's just kind of how it's got to be. I really don't want to spend rubies. I'll show you the mercs here in a minute on how bad they're going. They're not going good. They're not. Dorothy is still here. After I think it was last episode, we revived Dorothy in hopes that maybe Dorothy would be the chosen one and save us from this very bad situation that we were in. Yeah. I mean, Dorothy's still here, but everyone else just keeps dying. One of them died while in the middle of recruiting one, and it's just a mess. I never get a break when it comes to this. We actually need to get this last one too. We only pushed 2 extra zones there. Now we can move them on over to Zamal, which I'll have here in a moment. Actually, I shouldn't put those down yet because we got to save and import. Get those rolling. Yeah, we're just not gonna do any quick ascensions, which is just gonna be slow. It's okay. It's okay. I still feel like I get a lot of questions on what I'm doing at this point. I'm just basically grabbing the save, putting it in a calculator that calculates it, and then I'm taking the save and importing it, rather than manually typing everything in. The only thing is, if you do this, just double check and make sure it worked right, and that you have all of your stuff imported correctly, and then your hero souls are right. Because there has been issues in the past with people, and it's ruined people's saves, so make sure to do it, and keep an extra copy of your save that you're not doing with this. Just in case it happens, you only have to go back like an ascension. You know, not the end of the world if you have to do that. But if you ruin the whole thing, obviously it's going to be annoying, and you're not going to have fun restarting the game. But there we go. That's pretty much it. We let Ma do its thing. We're at zone 200. And we're going to let it go. Ruby-wise, we're sitting here at 130. I won't be recording the rest of this video probably for like 2 days, so you guys will see the zone advancement kind of happen, which is kind of cool. So I will see you then. Right, so it's been a little longer than I originally was going to wait to do this video. I decided I'd release it out on a Monday. Things have been kind of weird with YouTube. It actually seems like a lot of the views are coming in on like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'm going to try something weird coming up in one of these episodes soon. Things have kind of switched. It seems like this series was really good for Sundays, and it just seems to be swapping around. And even like last week's video kind of all of a sudden got way more later on in the week, and it's just odd to me. So I might play around with it. I'm not sure what's going on. I know YouTube's updated some stuff, and I don't know if they've changed anything with how the algorithm's kind of doing things, or if it's just kind of random, but that's that. But nonetheless, going into all of the comments of the day, so how this works is you do hashtag comment of the day. Some of these don't have that, as they have different things that you'll see here in a second, but that's how you normally do it. You ask a question, we kind of answer it. There's a good chance you'll get selected. I think I only got like 4 this week. We didn't really get really many for the skill idea things, but we do have one here with hashtag skill idea coming in from back. If it isn't too late, I'd like to add some late game skill ideas that that might make the end game a bit more bearable. First, I think they should be unlocked by Kedu and Ceus, so that you only get them in the last Transcendence up to zone 1 million and during the worst part of it, which makes sense. I mean, that's kind of a cool concept to have a skill that doesn't unlock till that point. I think that's kind of cool. The first idea would be unlocked by Kedu. It would reduce some zones to 1 monster per zone so that you can advance a bit faster and spend less rubies. That's kind of a cool concept. Like again, when you say skill, I don't know if you mean like, when I say skill, I mean like golden clicks and things like that, lucky strikes. That's what I would consider a skill in the game. I don't know if you mean that, so like you didn't get into detail how it would work, but or if you meant like an ability that you pick up on a hero, like how they have a level, you know, you pick it up. But even as a skill, you know, something like that you know had a 30-minute cooldown or 15-minute cooldown or whatever it was, and then you could run it, you know, over and over, kind of here and there, and it give you a chance and ran for 30 seconds or a minute or an hour, like however you want to do it. Like something like that would be interesting. I mean, it'd have to be balanced out. I think it's a kind of cool concept. Definitely could make your first time doing it. I don't think it would necessarily help the people who constantly rerun it like me, but it would definitely make things really nice for people who kind of, I guess like you said, it's kind of the first Transcendence. It's kind of that one point, but I guess it's worth it. And then Ceus, this skill would allow you to generate rubies. This one is really cool. Based on Forge Cores, which Forge Cores pretty much have no use right now. To make it not completely OP, it would have to, based on the skill, generate rubies based on the log of Forge Cores per hour. For example, if you had 1e8 Forge Cores, you would generate 8 per rubies, or 192 per day, which would probably be a good amount for people like Toasty. That's pretty cool. I do like the concept of that. Something similar to that. It's definitely an interesting one. I mean, if you look at how many Forge Cores I currently have, where do they show Forge Cores? Forge Cores. So 77 mil. So I mean, it's not ridiculous, but it would be a decent bit of rubies still coming in. Yeah, it's a cool concept. A way to add like passive rubies. That's kind of cool. That's a neat little idea. Definitely out of the box. Very out of the box. I'll give you that one. Next, we got Meatloaf coming in with hashtag comment of the day. I've been trying to join Llama Empire, but I get rejected. If I could have one skill to click heroes, it would be to increase all stats by 25% for 10 minutes. Something basically like that. It's kind of cool. It could replace some of the current skills in the game. I don't know how actually useful that would come out to be, but you know, there's like Metal Detector, which is 100% useless. It could be something to like replace that. Again, I don't know exactly what that would do for pushing. I don't feel like it would do a ton late game, but I feel like early game it could definitely help you and be a lot more useful. And as far as getting in the clans, so there's 2 basic requirements, and I go over this quite a bit, but all you have to do is have LN in front of your name for Llama Nation, and you have to have, or be under 200k zones. That's because that, you know, just at that point, we kick at 500k, and for people to get the Discord rank, you got to be there for a decent bit of the time still. So 200k, we've actually upped that quite a bit over the years. It's slowly gone up, but 200k, it's definitely not going to go up past that. So if you're already over 200k, sadly, you can't join the clans, but dude, hop in the Discord, come hang out with us. That stuff is always welcome. You can talk about the game to people. No one uses the clan chats in game anyways. Next, we got Jazzy with hashtag comment of the day. What type of new auto clicker would you like to see? So first, we'll stick with that. That's cool. I mean, obviously, I think a llama would be sweet. But I don't know. Like, as far as like skins, like they could do a lot of things. I mean, there's so much that could be done for skins. It'd be cool to have some more based on maybe some of the bosses in the game. Like you could have the Amet guy from like Zone 100. He would be kind of a cool auto clicker. Things like that would be interesting. And you know, it'd be cool if they were unlocked for getting to certain milestones. Like not getting to Amet, obviously you get the skin, but like pushing way past that, it'd be cool if like you could, you know, take that in and use it. I mean, obviously, you know, a Ma auto clicker would be pretty sweet too. But that doesn't make as much sense, I feel like, to have a hero as it. But, I mean, I think they should definitely come out with some more skins. I think it's a cool concept. I think if you're going to support the game, buying an auto-clicker skin is way better than buying rubies. Like, if you want to support the devs, buy a skin. And I think that's a perfectly good way to, you know, support the devs. If you're going to spend money on the game anyways, first of all, you do get an auto-clicker, which is neat. You know, they do give you an auto-clicker with it, as well as, you know, the skin. And, you know, if they came out with more skins, I don't think they should come out with a ton, but I think coming out with a couple more could be a cool concept. Or even if it wasn't things you had to pay for to get, and you could just earn them. I mean, they already have a lot of the, you know, artistic and animations and stuff. You just need to just kind of add it to a clicking thing. Like, it could be done. And in my skill idea would have a slim chance that the boss turns into a regular monster, or a regular monster gives the same amount of hero souls as a boss would. So that's an interesting concept. I almost feel like that wouldn't be a good skill and would be better as maybe an ancient or like an outsider kind of thing. It's definitely a cool concept. Again, definitely another out of the box kind of idea though. It's really cool. I don't know how I like it as far as the skill goes, but having like a chance for that, that'd be it had to be a very low chance, and I think as like an ancient could be neat. You know, allow you to get extra hero souls. I mean, it wouldn't be game changing by any means, but it's a cool concept. It's like, again, if the game was just coming out of the grounds, like, I think that would be a great thing to add. I don't think it's needed in the game now, but it could have been cool. And next we got Flame Master with hashtag comment of the day. How do you start out with so much money after or ascending? So basically, it all comes from just ancients. I'm late in the game. I mean, if you look at the bonuses I have in here, so if you think I click, so I didn't even have the idle stuff. First of all, early game, every single monster is a treasure chest early game. And you can't really see the monsters because we're insta-killing them, and here you can. At this point, you know, there's no chance that I'm getting, or very low chance, I should say, that I'm getting a treasure chest. But early game, I have a 100% chance to get a treasure chest, with that being where it's at. And then the amount of gold I make is just kind of crazy. Just this alone, look at that percentage of gold I get compared to like what you would get with having nothing. I mean, the level of this ancient is crazy, and that's never mind adding this into the mix, which is gold from treasure chest. And treasure chests give you, I think, 10 times the amount a normal monster would, I think is what it's calculated out to. And then beyond that, I have, I could go on forever explaining this, not this. Where is it at? Why am I confused? Where is it? There's a Fortuna. There it is. I'm like, why am I having a hard time finding this? This is 10 times. So every piece of gold now is now not even gold for me. If you see it's silver, it's because I have this max at 100% chance to get 10 times gold. So it just all kind of comes into play and makes it to where I get a massive boost. And then when I'm idle, it's even crazier because I get more boost from idle things right here. You know, this boost when I'm idle, I get that. And it's just the way it all adds up. You just get so much gold, and that's why I can buy literally all the way down to just before Maw, and then get Maw within a couple levels when idle picks up is really what it is. Or maybe not even that, maybe it's just when I get a little bit. But I think if idle picks up, I get it pretty much right away. But anyways, that's it for the comments of the day. If you guys want to get featured in next week's, do hashtag comment of the day. There was a couple other ones, but they didn't really fit. So I kind of passed on them. If you feel like you had a really good one last week and I missed over it, I kind of went over them late, and that's my bad. I went to the comments pretty late on that video. But if you feel like you had a really good one last week, feel free to repost it in this video, and I'll check it out again if I see it. And it's like, oh yeah, that was a pretty good one. We'll throw it in. Hopping in here with Llama Nation, we've got Master Wallace moving up 4,500. Crane moving up 23,000, breaking that 50k mark. Sim, I should say Sim Trim, moving up 4,400. Tranker going up 2,500, breaking that 20k mark. Congrats to you. I'm about that, moving up 2,600. Ryan moving up 1,500. Or True with the 1,200, and Kern going up 148. Lamination 2, we've got Photon going up 9k zones. Nurib going up 89,000 zones, making that massive leap, getting pretty close to 200k. You're about to meet the brothers, and you're gonna, I'm not gonna say not enjoy the game anymore, but you're gonna feel the pain, I guess is the way to put it, of the brothers. We got the Leave going up 39,000 zones, also breaking that 190k. Congrats to you. Ghost moving up 700 zones, sadly not breaking the 20k this week. I was really hoping for it. We got Lex, welcome in to the clans at 16, almost 17,000. Goku moving up 600. Meowie moving up, or welcome in, sorry, not moving up, but welcome in at 194. Getting to that point where you're probably actually transcended by the time this is out, because again, remember that these are taken from Thursday to Thursday, meaning the data is updated Thursday, so the videos go up on Sunday/Monday sometimes. Things don't really line up the exact same, so if you ever see your zones off a little bit, that's probably why you're probably sitting in this way. And they'll just count towards next week if you've already gone up. That means you've already you make progress towards the week after. So, anyways, we got Elimination 3 where we got Hungman moving up 27,000 zones. Taters moving up 4,400. Neon with the 2,900, almost 3k. Pretty good there. Master with the about 5K jump, just shy of that 20K. Definitely have it next week for sure. Fox with the 2400, and Minas moving up 73 zones, breaking that 200 mark. Llama Empire, we got AFG moving up 4400, inching ever so slightly towards the 500K. Back moving up 8.7K. It's Sam going up 60 zones. What happened there, dude? What happened there, my dude? Poison moving up 1200. Grub, welcome in at 4400. And Godslayer, welcome in at just under 4000. And then Soul's moving up 100 zones. Last but not least, Llama Patronage. Not too much going on here. We got Ambrose moving up a solid 19 zones. That's what I'm talking about. I don't even know how you manage 19 zones, unless you're just like, I don't know. Maybe the time we took it, you just got back up to where you were? Or you just, I don't know, maybe you're like just going for a really deep push? I have no idea. I have no idea where that's from. Hopefully that's not the end of your ascension. Hopefully you're going to be able to break that 1 mil mark. Or your transcendence, sorry. Mineral moving up 3,300. Mineral, hope you're doing good, buddy. I feel like it's been a little while since I've heard from you. Hope you're doing good, man. And then Alpaca moving up 3K zones. We can take a peek at the graph for any of you guys who still like to check it out. LN2 taking up a solid 50%, while the others relatively evenly split up the rest there. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this week. I know it's a little bit of a longer episode, I guess. I guess not. It's probably about the average of these nowadays. But anyways, we're getting pretty close to that 500 mark, guys. Stay tuned. There's been a very delayed channel update video coming out very soon with a lot of important information. Make sure to check it out when it comes out. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.